I'm gonna unmute just to mic check. Gonna pause that. And I still have your voice in Discord turned down.
All right, mic check 1 2 1 2.
Hello, hello.
Only thing is I don't have like chat popped up. That's weird.
All right, I think we're good. I can hear it on stream.
Okay, I'll put the music back on and mute mic so I'll just
Cool.
probably hear you in the background because I don't know how to mute Discord.
I'll just mute myself. So I'll keep an eye out. I guess let's just watch for the if you want to mute, I'll ping you. Okay, cool. You want to maybe jump into it then? Or you want to wait for the draft? Okay. I'm just gonna leave that lobby, so I can watch your disk stream. What's happening? Do we have anything on that one?
What up, guys? You probably heard Oni in the background. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud. You got Trash Can and Oni streaming tonight?
Going on?
Waiting on a caster to... Not caster link, we have that already. Waiting on a draft link, and we can get that screen over to you guys so you can see, you know, who they're picking, who they're playing.
Right, sorry, I'm trying to organize some of my stuff here. We do have the invite to the lobby at least.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's together in Discord, so.
Yep, and they got... I think Doki's team's ready. We're waiting on HH, I believe. See, I think they're all in here, but I'm waiting for them to get in their spots, I guess.
Okay.
See, if they
See who we have putting into lobby today too. I know both of these teams have some subs. I'm not sure what the starting rosters are for today.
Did the stream update? My screen is still showing the stream starting soon.
It just flipped over to Beer League official for me. So there.
Okay.
maybe a bit of a delay between what happens on our screens in OBS and the stream itself.
Yeah, I'm saying guessing it's gonna be like a minute or two delay here. It's not. I see it now. All right, cool.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier when we were doing our mic check, but didn't say anything.
There's the draft.
Perfect. All right.
Pull this out.
And could you flip? Oh, God.
I say I don't want. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's go to this. Tate, I didn't know you're all casting. Yes, yes, we are. Again, how's everybody doing today? You guys ready for this? Ready to see HH versus RAWR? See who takes the dub home tonight? I know they're both coming from a hurtful loss last week, so they're both coming out here looking to score a W.
Yeah, and I think the super interesting thing here, just looking at the standings, I mean, we're into the final 2 weeks now. HH is sitting at a 3-4 record, I believe, but we are in a 4-way tie right now at 3-4. So obviously lots of teams kind of in that middling area. You have kind of the top 3 teams of, I believe it is IQ, PSR, as well as 2 have both been sitting well above the rest of the other teams in terms of standings, but with only 2 weeks left and 3 teams, including RAWR, also at 2 wins, the standings are very tight, and only 8 teams make it in the playoffs, and it's still wide open. So definitely a big match tonight. This is one that I had circled on my calendar when I started looking at the tiebreaker scenarios, because I know we have HH the final week of the season as well, so potentially setting up for some interesting last weeks. I believe next week is also RAWR versus LS as well, who are tied at 2-5. So looks like we're actually into the draft here. So we'll see what we got. Looks like we got a first ban, Aatrox.
Think we're gonna see full 5-man RAWR TP again.
Yeah, you know, I think that RAWR is known for their interesting strategies and their weird picks. Last week, Doki, both games in the jungle, played Taric without Flash, but he has Phase Rush, so who needs the Flash, who needs the Ghost? I think he took Exhaust, Ignite in both of those games. And I know that they like to pull out a lot of weird picks, so we'll see what comes out.
Yeah, no, they got us with that. That was it. The first week we played them. Get into a fight and you see someone TPing, and instead of just 1 or 2 popping up, 3 men just pops up on a tower from a TP, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, who expects quadruple TP coming through? So, if that's something that you can get synced up and there's an objective up, then it can be surprising. But anyways, looks like we got the Amumu insta-lock here. Interested to see if that goes jungle or support.
The Jhin. Are they gonna counter the jungle pick, or are they gonna try to get their mid going through here for HH?
Yeah, we'll see. I do expect a counter pick of jungle here in one of these 2 picks. I didn't see who was in, but I know Vivian is generally the jungler for HH. Definitely one of their solid players was Diamond last season. Does have pretty big champ pools, including kind of Skarner here, so interested to see what comes through, but I think a Jhin Skarner would be pretty spicy in terms of setup.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be Doki versus Vivian in the jungle. You got... I'm guessing it's going to be Burrito on the Jhin, Doki on the Mumu. Unless they do
yeah,
support
we actually
Mumu.
get a Gwen here. which I do see some Gwen in Vivian's match history. Not sure if this is a flex pick or not. I'm not sure if the HH top plays it, but I think it's pretty solid into the Amumu. We'll have to see what the Amumu builds, obviously. It could very well be a Leandri's Nunu or Amumu. Seems like something up Doki's alley on that one. So it could be a little bit less HP, but we'll have to see. And the Ashe coming in, so more CC set up for RAWR.
Might be a cleanse game for Jin.
Yeah, I mean, looking like it already. RAWR definitely likes these full wombo combo CC comps, so wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't stop here.
So I'm wondering if the Moon's going to be a flex pick too. We can also see it down support. But I have played against Doki on it, so it could be a jungle.
We've seen Irelia, so pretty interesting pick here.
They got a lot of flexing, because Irelia can go play mid or top.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is definitely an interesting pick. Can certainly provide a lot of pressure in side lanes, so in combination with that Ashe arrow especially, could be looking to find some good picks on someone like a Jhin without CC. We'll have to see who the solo lanes are, but got the Renata here, which is, I think, pretty good.
So yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff with Renata lately. Like, I know she's not picked a lot, but I know she has a high win rate, I believe, with Jhin later in games. So
yeah, makes sense.
It'd be interesting to see. I know Mambo combo can't happen if you're beating the crap out of each other from Renata ult.
Yeah, for sure, and I think the disengage that it offers is pretty nice against the Mumu Irelia as well. Could interrupt those Irelia Qs while she's dashing and put it on the longer cooldown. So I think the pick makes a lot of sense here, and overall, I'm liking how HH is setting up their draft. It's just obviously right now we're missing some front line, but still plenty of opportunity to kind of shore that up over the next couple picks.
You got the Camille Mord ban. Maybe they're thinking this Irelia is going to be going mid then? If they're banning top laners.
Yeah, definitely might be. Always a little tough when you're put in these situations in draft with all these flex picks, but maybe they've done their research, maybe they know where it's going, but I do like the Mord ban here, I think. More disengage into the RAWR comp. You see the Ivern ban for HH makes a lot of sense here. I think pairing the Ivern with the Irelia, and even with the Ashe to some extent, seems pretty strong. So maybe HH is thinking that Amumu is going to support.
Yeah, and then we got the Skarner ban too. Looks like they tried taking that away from Vivian. Ooh, the Vex pick.
Okay, so pretty interesting here. I think again, HH still missing kind of the engage tool of the fight. But again, I think that there's still lots of options that they have top jungle here if that Gwen is a flex pick to kind of solve for that. So I think I like it, but we'll see what RAWR answers with.
Ooh, Leona.
The Leona. Yes, the classic RAWR full engage. I think this is a good pick for their comp. Little tough going into Renata maybe. Gwen also doesn't hate it when a melee runs into her. So we'll see how it pans out, but more on theme for RAWR.
Yeah, definitely a cleanse game for Jhin, and see if we can't get Renata to pick up Michaelis too, just to help.
Yeah, very well may. And we see the Gangplank here. Not the pick I was expecting, but I can see the value in it for sure. I mean, depending on where they're trying to find those picks, I mean, maybe they're going to try to look on Vex in the side lane with Ashar, kind of Irelia pushing. But, I mean, Irelia Gangplank, a lot of side lane pressure paired with an Ashe and lots of CC. So definitely can play through those side lanes. And then, of course, we see the Warwick here for the last pick. I do believe this is a pocket for Vivian, although I don't see it from this season, the match history. But I don't know. What do you think of this pick?
I mean, I like it. They needed to engage, and I mean, I think they, like to see like Sejuani pick or something like that for I guess more engaged, but Warwick isn't engaged. You get that long launch suppressed, and if he holds his E just right, you know, you can hit a couple people with that fear or stun.
Yeah, and I feel like in a game like this, I mean, you know, I'm not at all a good Warwick player, so you know, take what I say with a grain of salt, but I got to imagine the damage reduction that he gets on E is pretty good in a game like this where you're going to have a second to react to whatever the CC and everything else coming in from the side of RAWR is going to look like. So you can maybe pop that E early. They try to full engage on you and you have that damage reduction and can maybe just walk it out, especially something like with the Merc Treads or something. So I think I like it. Again, maybe a little bit lacking on the side of engage for HH, especially with kind of pairing it with that Vex. But they can certainly blow up a single target with Warwick alt, Jin root coming in, and then Vex over the top, of course.
Oh yeah, you got that, and then I think RAR's downside is going to be here is their damage. I don't think they're going to be relying a lot on Ashe and Gangplank to kind of be poking out and hitting the damage. So I'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully, they can get on someone, get him killed quick enough before, get Jin down, Gwen or Renata before they start, returning fire or vice versa. Get him down before stuff gets too out of hand.
Yeah, I'm curious what chat's thoughts are on this draft. It looks like on the stream we're just now wrapping up kind of the draft. So very interested to see what the chat thinks of this draft. I think overall I maybe favor Roars a little more. I think playing through side lanes right now is very good. I think the Gangplank Aurelia in those side lanes really going to be able to push if they're not super far behind. Really being able to pressure kind of those weak side objectives, weak side towers, as long as again they don't fall behind. And HH, again, I think their draft is pretty solid. I really am interested to see how they play this out. Maybe they're going to be the ones that are looking for picks in the side lanes, or maybe like some sort of counter engage where Ashe ult comes in, Leona ult comes into a side lane, and then all of a sudden you have Renata in a bush, keeping someone alive, ulting over the top, and then kind of bringing in the Vex Warwick from pretty far. So definitely interested to see how this one plays out.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I wonder if there's gonna be a Warwick top and Gwen jungle.
I didn't consider that really. That is interesting. I mean, I feel like Warwick against a Gangplank top, probably not a bad matchup. I don't know enough about either of those champs, but
I think it's gonna be the healing top. I mean, you got Warwick's auto attacks to heal and Q, and then Gangplank with the orange. So I think it's gonna be definitely a fight of the noodles.
yeah, I think so. And just from looking at client here, it does look like it is going to be the Warwick top unless we get some weird trades going on. So definitely interesting. I mean, I think that I'm very curious to know how Warwick faces off against Gangplank in the side lane. I'm not too sure what that matchup looks like. I know Warwick likes to do some cheese stuff with bringing barrier and stuff early, so I'm not sure if that tech is still around or not, but it definitely, I think it's hard for HH to do anything in terms of being proactive early with their draft. I mean, Vex not going to provide a whole lot of gank setup. Of course, Jin has the root, but not super easy for him to get his mark on them in the first place to be able to proc that root. And then Warwick, maybe a decent lane, but Gangplank a lot of movement speed to kind of walk it out. So I definitely think RAWR has the early game advantage here.
And we got chat popping in saying their downfall is going to be Doki inning on a Mumu.
Well, sometimes the man's got to do what he's got to do.
I mean, we have Church of Owen. The guy goes 0-2, and the next thing you know, he's 10-2, and you're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I mean, running it down is not that bad of a strategy, and that is definitely not cope for how I play solo queue, because sometimes it's just funny.
I mean,
That's all there is to it.
If you're not worth gold, but you're still getting a tower and minions, I mean, you're helping the team somehow.
Yeah, like, if you're jungling and it's 2 minutes into the game, you've cleared 3 camps, and you do some stupid invade into their jungle, and you just see how long you can pull their solo lanes away from their tower before you die, I mean, that's got to be a win, right? XP wise. And just keep doing it. Once you die once, then, you know, it's not worth as much. So just keep doing it, and your solo lanes will maybe get ahead.
Yeah, just get in the jungler's head.
Mm-hmm. Smite every camp away from them, you know, it's great. All right, so we got a minute 20 left here, it looks like, until game starts. But final predictions for you?
I think it's gonna be early going to RAWR here. I think late game's gonna be I think it's gonna go to HH if they get to late game, because I mean you got that Gwen popping off, Vex, if she lands ult on your team and comes in stunning you while you set up Jin R, Jin W, Renata Glass can throw ult down and you guys are stuck there feared from Vex. You know, you got the Warwick that can pick up a random person. So I think RAWR's got to shut this game down early. I think they got to get, you know, that 20-30 minute win. You know, because I mean, early once they get level 6, they can just pick a target and take them out. If you want to get rid of the Gwen, the Vex, the Jin, Renata, they can jump on them, get them out, push what they want, objective, all that. But if they get to the late game, I think Jin, Vex, and Gwen are going to be too far gone.
Yeah, it'll definitely be an interesting one. I do think overall, I do favor RAWR's draft. I know that they have lost a couple games in a row, and HH has been kind of alternating between wins and losses this season. So we'll see what happens here. But again, I like RAWR's draft. I think if they're able to get ahead in those side lanes, then I think that you know, they'll really be able to kind of push for the objective. Because if HH scales, but RAWR already started with the dragon or two, then what is there to do? They can just push sides with this Irelia gangplank. So very interested to see what happens here. Like we're loading into game. Hopefully we don't get small indie companied and have to restart. We'll see.
That's what I'm waiting to hear. I don't know if the stream is frozen or what's going on. Is it updated
I don't
for you?
think stream is frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see it ticking down. It's at 2:15 on stream right now.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say I'm trying to look it up and see as well as I can watch the chat and all that, but I got stuck on 250.
Gotcha. You are streaming a lot.
Yeah.
Looks like we're still at 0% here. I don't know how these custom things load in. I would expect to load in. Oh, okay. Looks like we are in. Just looking at runes. Little interesting. Oh, and the immediate pause. Okay. Tech issues QQ coming from Doki. So while we're in this pause, I guess just looking through some of the summoners and runes. Doki sticking with his classic, it is impossible and I'm allergic to taking flash on Amumu. Definitely sacrifices a bit, no ability to kind of Q flash Q, or R flash. So definitely some loss there, but of course does have that ignite. So maybe looking to get a little active early. There's definitely justification for healing reduction early with the Warwick and Gwen. So I think it can make sense, but looks like we're kind of delayed here. Maybe
Oh, it looks
maybe
like
we should pause for a couple seconds and let it buffer. Maybe.
see if it does it again. I think someone said someone paused the game because it popped up.
Okay.
Mooey and pause the game, so I think it got paused again.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, I mean we see both teams here. Kind of 5-manning. Looks like blue side pulling into their blue side jungle. Also, do you want to flip the OBS thing over to the beer league stuff? It'll
Yep.
just be helpful for team names.
I already did. I already got that pushed over, I believe.
Oh, I see. It's because I'm looking at your client. Never mind. My bad.
Yep. So it should I think once the spectator delay goes away, I have it jumping in the game right away.
Okay. So overall, nothing too interesting here. Looks like we just got a deep ward in from the side of RAWR into that enemy blue buff. Kind of an interesting place, putting it on that blast cone instead of the blue buff itself, but we'll probably still get them the vision they're looking for at the end of the day. Looks like Gwen in the side of HH just making sure that they don't get invaded topside.
Yep, looks like I was hoping to see some like level 1 fighting. Love that like Steezer, I guess. But looks like nobody wants to fight. Nobody's
Yeah.
doing nothing crazy, so.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. One thing to call out while we're watching these early trades play out, looks like mid and top being pretty aggressive here. Pretty good trading for Blitzsprite, though, I think, overall, especially kind of with no healing yet on the Irelia. But we have Electrocute Gwen, which, I'm not super familiar with the Gwen jungle tech, but I could see the justification for it. I mean, it's hard for her to probably run down folks as much when she's ganking them as someone with not a lot of mobility. So maybe it could make sense, but definitely not something that I would expect to see from kind of an early or Gwen in lane.
Looks like it's pretty quick clear though. Looks like she's keeping up with even without a leash, she's keeping up with a Mumu. And Mumu is just now getting to his wolves, and she's already hitting their wolves.
Yeah, pretty solid there for clear speed, and she's actually a little ahead. It looks like. Do want to point out that RAWR should know that Vivian is on bot side here. They can see those chickens are dead, and really had the ward down quite before. Also got a nice stacked wave here top. Looks like Gangplank may be running a little low on mana, but definitely seems to be winning the trades and getting that early push.
Oh, looks like we got a fight going here mid.
Yeah, decent damage coming out still for Blitzsprite. Looks like he's winning most of these trades. Lane seems to be pushing into him. So again, it does have a little bit of healing. Looks like Irelia is out of pots, so Vex still sitting on one. So both of them have TP here. Mana might end up being the issue before, especially with lack of proactivity from the Gwen, but we'll see.
We got both junglers on Groms, with Gwen clearing a little bit faster and getting the back in. Let's see if Doki.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a fight here going mid. Ooh.
Okay. Again, good trading from Blitzsprite here. Mui looks like he's unable to land that stun. Doki hovering, but not really going to be finding a lot here. A little curious about checking that chickens with the Wolfard or with the ward on that, but overall chooses to just reset. But yeah, Gwen does have a little bit of a tempo advantage on him here. Already pathing back towards her second Krugs, which are coming up.
Yeah, looks like GP got a back in. Nope, he's just been full health. Did he get it back?
I think he did get it back in, yeah.
Yep.
I
think he comes back.
Got that full mana bar as well. Lane pushing towards him. I'm interested to see how RAWR solves or how HH solves for this. Gangplank could definitely threaten a freeze here, so curious if they send up that Gwen top side or if she's just going to continue full clearing down.
Looks like Warwick's going to have to chill back for a minute because he can't get in there and get any poke down.
Yeah, and I mean, what's the CS here? I mean, I guess Warwick does still have a CS lead. I'm curious, though, if he's able to kind of keep CSing off of this. Definitely in what could be a rough lane state. See if he lands the barrel combo here. Yep. He does, so more damage as well, and not a good wave state. Gwen actually on the bot side of the map now, so they're just kind of leaving Warwick to be on his own for now, saying it's fine. While Gwen kind of just continues to scale and get that double clear in. But
going.
Yeah, it looks like we actually got drag going here. A little scary, I think, with how ahead that Gwen is. She is level 5 versus Amumu's level 4. Looks like they are sussing it out.
We got that Aurelia roam. Let's see what's happening. Something might pop off here.
Yeah, Vex collapsing from behind. This looks pretty scary, I think, for RAWR. I feel like HH is going to check this and is in a position to fight. Still 2,500 left on the Dragon, but not any crazy commit yet. Looks like they're just looking at it and they might give this one.
So waiting to see if that Leo Q connected. Still might be something.
I mean,
oh, we got a Doki Q landing.
Find a pick. Vex
is this going to be first blood? Is this first blood on the Vex?
Looks like it. Wow. And the Ignite comes through for the Amumu there. Secures the kill. Overall, though, good fight for the side of RAWR. I mean, I kind of expected HH to take that fight, but Again, I think just from what we were talking about earlier, right? Their early game is a little weaker, so I guess maybe it's not too surprising that they just want to give that one. But a very good play for RAWR there.
Yeah, like I said, I think they're gonna be playing to their strengths right now. Once Vex and Gwen and those guys get out of hand, that's gonna be too much.
Yeah. And also immediately starting up the grubs here. So good start for RAWR, good start for Doki here. They're gonna start off with Dragon plus 3 grubs, as well as an 800 gold lead. And maybe do you want to pin the objective timers up as well? Maybe the scoreboard too. You can do that with the I button.
Scoreboard
and then
and objective
scoreboard
timers.
objective timers.
There we
Maybe
go.
you want to get rid of time controls unless we feel like we need it.
And then
Okay.
that. Oh, much better. I was wondering about that. My tab fingers hurting from hitting that tab button.
Okay, so looks like the Warwick was actually able to get that wave crash at some point. Wave is pushing back into him, but he is down 15 CS, so definitely some to be caught up there with that stacked wave pushing into him.
Oh, the
Curious where it
miscue.
lands up.
Oh, I really got the stun though. Let's see if Vex and oh, we got the Aurelia.
We have Ash Arrow coming up as well. It looks like it might hit. Nope, just a bit wide.
But they still got Gwen under jungle. Let's see if Vex can do something here, maybe. Did she cast ult? I don't think she ulted.
No, it didn't ult there, but I don't think anyone's low enough for her to be able to execute them. But another good proactive play for RAWR there. I mean, catching the Gwen in her jungle while she's still pretty weak. Gwen, Ghost, and ult does come out while Doki is still sitting on his ult. So very good fight and pick for RAWR again. Okay.
Aurelia's out of mana there. We got the GP back. He's TPing back into lane. Looks like Warwick caught up.
Yeah, I mean, overall, CS dead even across the board here. I mean, completely even top. 2 CS difference in the jungle. Again, only a couple CS in mid, and they're dead even for ADC support. So overall, CS looks very close here. It looks like we do have a bit of an experience lead on the side of the Ashe right now. Jin's still level 5. And then Gangplank also level 8 versus the Warwick's level 7. Looks like there is a wave crashing up there, so we'll see where Warwick lands. But 1.5k gold lead for RAWR. They got the Mountain Dragon early, take those nice early stats, and add 3 grubs as well. So, very close.
Looks like he almost caught that E. Ooh, Gwen just got spotted with that Ash Arrow.
Yeah, and nothing to find here still. Looks like Gwen probably just going to take the reset and start full clearing again. But I like what we're seeing out of RAWR in the early game here. I mean, they're making some nice aggro plays, but they're looking good.
Oh, look at that EO snare.
Oh.
Is this going to be it for... Oh, that's going to be it. Still has flash. Oh, down flash. She got killed. Looks like, are they going to get Jin too? Yep.
Yeah, this might be a double.
The support Penny. Leona walking out with that kill. 4-0. HH has got to answer this somehow.
Yeah, RAWR with the straight 2 for 0 there. I mean, really good fight in the 2 for 2 in the bot lane. They spotted that Gwen reset. Knew she wasn't a threat to come kind of interrupt their fun and pull the trigger with the Leona level 6. Renata still level 5 there, so not really able to peel him off of the Jhin.
Get the stun on the Vex. Get a little trade here. Oh, it's going to be a kill.
Oh, she's going for an all-in.
Oh, damn, that's a kill. Can Renata clean this up a little bit? There we go. We got
able to walk out, but nice.
Renata able to help answer and help Vex out there a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm a little interested. Looks like the Vex does still have flash there. Wasn't checking to see before if that was available before or not, but maybe it could have flashed at Irelia E. But again, I think it's a nice proactive play from RAWR. Layla, nice job kind of roaming from bot lane off of that death to kind of trade one back. So overall, looks like Layla and HH is setting up around these grubs. Want to prevent RAWR from getting 4 or more.
Yep, they're going to be getting the grubs. We got some vision popped up from Doki in bot lane. He might, taking Dragon. Seems like both teams got a good grab here.
Yeah, both of them seem content here. I mean, HH essentially just giving up full vision of the outside of the jungle, which makes sense given the 2v2 2-0 in the bot lane that we saw a couple minutes ago, but good play from HH, I think, knowing that their bot lane is behind now and they've kind of lost the tempo to do that dragon. So I think it's a good play for them to secure those grubs.
I'm gonna probably have to stop streaming. I think I'm lagging stream out with OBS.
Stop streaming
in Discord.
where? Oh.
Maybe.
Okay, stop streaming in Discord. That's probably fine. Let's see if that fixes it. And I can, maybe if you still have the stream on Twitch, maybe close out as well, and then I can kind of do the chat stuff and keep it up.
Okay. Let's see if that
and
fixes
I'll bring
it.
you into any of that. Okay. And then I can spectate the game from client. Let's just make sure. Although it's fine for my stream still.
Yeah,
Like, I'm watching it.
Zesty just popped up saying it was lagging every like 15 seconds, so I'm believing that is probably because I'm streaming way too much.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just like a little choppy or something. Maybe they can still see. I think I misread that at first.
Oh, we gotta really get into Gwen jungle here. Killing Gwen solo. I think RAWR is doing a phenomenal job of getting vision, getting like in that jungle, messing around with these guys. They got the whole bot side still warded, and these fights still going mid. Looks like Mooey's gonna get another kill on the Vex solo. Nope, Vex walks away, and Aurelia goes down. We got GP ult almost catching the Vex. It's 6-4 now. Sorry guys, I'm missing some stuff trying to fix stream. Looks like we got a Doki death and an Ashe death that I missed. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it's kicked over for you.
I mean, Zesty Queso said that it's moving to a new still image every 15 seconds. Like, it's only updating one frame every 15 seconds. And I have the stream open, and that's not what I see. So, I don't think our stream is completely broken. Still seems to be in Twitch. But if anyone could let us know, then that'd be super helpful. And then Rob, just so you know, I'm trying to pull open the spectate in client as well, but I'm not able to currently do that. So I may let you take it, and I'll just add commentary on maybe a couple minutes delayed. But
okay, looks like we had a kill happen here bot lane. They noticed that Leo wasn't there, so they just pushed and got that some abilities on Ashe and got her killed. So that'll be a good back for Renata and Jin. Get some buys in.
okay, and I was actually able to pull up the spectate. Oh, I'm a few minutes. What time are you at? Can you like count it out?
Spectate right now for me is at 14:27. They got to kill.
Okay.
They got to pick on the Vex and a kill. We got a Renata ult, but it's not going to take anything. Seems like they're kind of. Go ahead.
Once there's no action, could you pause? Because my internet is not capable of being that fast, so I'm a little bit behind you.
Gotcha.
Could you maybe like rewind to 14:45 or something?
You go back to the time controls.
And I'm paused at 14:45 if you want to start from there.
All right, I'm at 14. Go ahead. Go.
You started it?
Yep, I'm at 14:50.
Okay, let me catch up real quick. Okay, I'm at 54, 55,
Yep,
56.
Looks like we're both right at the same time. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
All
right.
Put that score back up.
Let's get back into it here. Hopefully... okay. So, interestingly, some folks are still saying on the stream that it's only updating every 10 seconds and just completely frozen. I'm not sure why that is happening, because it looks fine on my Twitch stream. I have some ads playing, but...
Yeah, I don't know why I have it up on Endgame for the OBS. I'm not recording anything. I stopped streaming Discord. Are we going to see a Warwick death here?
I'll be right back.
Oh, he's getting poked out, guys. 7-6. Looks like RAWR still has a little bit of a gold lead. But HH is bringing it back, slowly calling that gold lead back away from them. Getting a TP back from the Warwick back in the lane. Hopefully that tower doesn't fall. Is Doki going to be caught out right here? He's snared again. They're fighting. Gwen's getting that damage. Ashio comes and catches Renata. Plus we got the GP ult to stop it. A little bit of back and forth to see what's going to happen. We got a TP coming in. Doki gets that Q, but it might be going to kill. He gets him killed. Jin ult here. They got all of them in. Vex ult lands. Renata ult. HH is turning this game around. Ooh, Renata got caught in the background though, but we get another Vex ult landing. Might have been her death. Yep, that was the death of Vex. Still got the fight going. RAWR might be taking this. RAWR takes the fight. And Dragon.
Okay, sorry. I know there's a big team fight there. Not sure if you were talking about that one, but looks like Ras said that his stream is running fine. I see it fine on my Chrome. Same with Tay, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on for some folks streaming. So apologies if there are issues.
Yep. Yeah, I got commentary on it. On that fight. Hopefully, if it's running fine, I don't wanna break something that's working, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got Warwick coming behind. Ooh. Lands a stun.
And the W actually comes through to block the fear there from the Aurelia.
She's gonna get away. There's Doki.
All right, I mean, pretty well played by the Aurelia there. I mean, did use the W there to buffer the Warwick fear, so didn't kind of turn back towards their tower, but Doki going back in.
Ooh, the missed Aurelia E.
Okay. So let me get caught up on what's going on here. I was jumping around for a second. So it looks like we have gold pretty much dead even, 200 gold lead for the side of RAWR, but they are up 3-0 in Dragon, so very, very quick Dragon stacking here. We talked about them jumping out to an early Dragon lead with this early CC that they had, and having the option to play through side lanes later in the game if they wanted to. So, you know, at this point, I think some of those team fighting tools for HH are starting to come online. You have Gwen at level 11. Same thing with Warwick and Vex. Both have their level 2 ultimates available. Jin's still able to provide that CC, but I feel like RAWR is just pretty ahead in this game and can kind of keep taking these dragons if they want to. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think like they have the team fight advantage. It's still kind of early, you know. You got some items coming online. You got the static shiv on Jin, Kraken on the Ash. You got the first tower here going down to RAWR, so they mean even more gold their way. The little fight skirmish here, but is Warwick gonna keep
sidestep there and uses the ult out just for safety.
So I think I don't think they're gonna be able to team fight for that dragon. So they're gonna have to I think HH gonna have to come out here, get a couple picks, try to get someone, maybe catch a Mumu in his jungle again or somewhere to stop him. So
yeah,
we'll see. Pretty
interesting setup here. I mean, I do feel like RAWR is just in a super good position right now with this dragon stacking. I mean, again, some XP leads it looks like in some of the lanes. Gwen does have 1 level lead on the Amumu here, but even still, just these objectives are going to be big for RAWR. But again, taking this top tower as well.
Oh, sorry, I missaid that. Looks like they got the top tower first already for our HH. So we got nothing top, overall, 2 towers mid, and they got the bot tower gone. So I think, like you said, RAWR's going to have the advantage on this dragon.
Yeah, both outer turrets are down right now for both lanes and both teams. While this mid tower is still up for both of them, but looks like we got a herald drop here. It looks like it's pretty low. I feel like RAWR should just be able to take this mid tower, and then it's going to be really hard for HH to walk into this dragon in 145. Lots of pings coming down. See if HH wants to fight this or not. But
is that Jin caught out? Oh wow, I'm shocked Doki didn't die. Well, I guess he didn't have backup.
Got the Renata, good Renata up there.
That's gonna get Mooey.
Yeah, and that'll free up a lot of this pressure here. I mean, Aurelia driving the Herald under tower, but now we're chasing down Doki. The Vex all comes through. They find the pick and back again.
Another one.
Yeah, looks like another kill. Let's see if that Vex resets get off some time. Maybe a little bit too late. No, she does have it and
There's
hits
another
it
one
onto the
on the
ash.
Ash.
Huge,
Oh,
but
might be her
oh,
death here.
stunned. Oh, Warwick. Okay,
Warwick
does get the
saving the
Renata
Vex.
shield. Nice, and it looks like just a clean fight. Very well played there. I mean, a clean 5-0 ace there, and what looked like a really good setup for RAWR turned around by HH.
Yeah, we are just saying they got to pick someone off, and they got Mui mid under that tower with that ult, and then turn around and just 1v, like, picking them off one by one. You got Doki running in the jungle, then you caught the ult down on the Ashe and Leona.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a great play, great tempo so far from RAWR to get themselves this lead and get their control over the map. But ultimately, I think the outer mid tower was the objective there for them to take before setting up the vision around bot half of the jungle, and ultimately decided to try to crash that second Herald charge. And HH was just really ready to spawn, brought all 5 there, and really made them pay.
Looks like we might be getting something again here as everybody's trying to set up for this dragon.
Yeah, curious what happens here. I mean, RAWR still does have positioning. Looks like most of the alts are back up for the side of HH, but still no Warwick alt or Jhin alt.
Oh, this might be Warwick death. He couldn't even get his E off before he got in. We got a fight going. We got the Aurelia alt in the background on the Jhin.
He's living for
Still
a while
going
here.
down. There's the Leo down.
Very close fight. Big damage by the Gangplank.
Ooh, Aurelia in the background just messing everybody up. GP gonna that kill. Vex down now. Looks like RAWR is gonna have their 4th dragon.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think that HH was missing a few of their cooldowns. I mean, no Jhin alt to kind of poke them down early. Renata still had a little bit of alt cooldown there, so didn't have all the tools that they needed for that fight. And RAWR deciding to let Irelia solo the dragon here while the rest take Baron. We'll see if there's a timer for this. Vex does have her TP here, but the damage seems pretty decent.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna be getting both objectives here. Got Aurelia, or not Aurelia, Leona back up.
Okay.
Yeah, from HH.
Huge play for RAWR.
Yeah, from HH's side here, I think again they got to just keep getting picks. I don't think they can fight anymore. They might need to just counter with 1-3. They might need to have to huddle in for now, but they might do 1-3-1 just to be able to keep RAWR separated here. Because if they get together, they can run something down mid and just out team fight HH here, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that RAWR has a lot of good tools. Let's see if this is a real thing. I don't think so with the Gangplank Orange, but chooses the better of it and just to go back and farm. But yeah, I mean, really good opening here from the side of RAWR. Kind of backs up against the wall, looking for a playoff spot here, and really pulling through and finding ways to win these fights. So definitely a great opening for them.
I think both teams are kind of just setting up farming right now. I don't see anybody. You got Aurelia pushing bot, Warwick countering top. Looks like you're going to have a 3 mid with Doki just now getting back on the map.
Yeah, I mean, we have this Baron buff still active for RAWR, so it should be pretty interesting. They got the Hextech Soul too, so even just autoing those minions can start poking out at this HH backline as they try to farm. Looks like waves are starting to get a little synced up between mid and bot, but really chipping away at this mid tower. They might just be able to get it on the next wave.
Yeah, Gwen coming up here on the side.
Oh, look at that damage.
Yeah, I don't think HH can get in there without getting hurt too bad, and we got to watch this Warwick top side.
Yeah, I mean, choosing to just let the 2 lanes fall, it looks like, from these side lanes. Looks like
big Doki Q getting that stun in the background.
Vex coming in, trying to trade something back, but I don't think she's going to have the damage to kill that Warwick, and it looks like the Hextech Soul executes the Gwen. So really good push here. Looks like Irelia is finally starting to respond to the Warwick, but still a big play for RAWR.
Yeah, they only got Vex left because looks like Warwick might be going down. No, ult.
Yeah, a lot of damage here. I mean, this Irelia looks strong and looks like a clean kill. I mean, very well played by the Irelia there, and looks like we're just looking for a TP.
Is this going to be game 1 over already?
I don't think that they can end yet. I mean, we have Renata and Jhin respawn coming up, but I mean, they have a wave, so we'll see if they look for it. But big damage from Vex.
Yep, that might have saved them. Here comes Jhin. Here comes Renata.
Probably just gonna back them off here. They got portals to walk it out. Maybe they can pick this Leona. We'll see, but
Think they had
Okay.
her. That last Jin ult would have landed. I think they would have had her, but she just sidestepped it.
And Gwen choosing to go through the portal there. Looks like we're not going to see anything, but does use the ultimate.
Ooh, getting it both on. Here we go. Are we going to see
Yeah,
something
I
here?
mean, it's a good chunk of damage. We'll see if these teams want to take this fight. Looks like RAWR kind of just looking to reset, maybe just fight over this blue buff, but looks like we're not getting any crazy portal action from HH. They don't want to continue this chase.
Good chain of events for RAWR going here. I mean, getting that mid inhib down, that huge Q coming over from Doki and stun, taking a 1v3 there.
Yeah, very good. Very good game so far from the side of RAWR. HH still definitely hanging around. I mean, it is a 4K gold lead, so a pretty sizable lead here. Of course, RAWR does have the Hex Tech Soul, so providing a lot of value, but it's not like the game is so far out of reach that we still can't see some of this comeback potential, especially if Gwen is able to come online with their third item soon.
I mean, we've already seen the damage she's outputting. Ooh, this might be the Warwick caught out. I don't think he knows.
Yeah,
Oh, nope. Alt's away. So I don't think
that
he
is a
knew.
guy that knows how to play Warwick. You could see it right there with that jump through him, alt clean. That was nice. We'll see what the focus is for RAWR here. I mean, they definitely have free reign over the map right now. Baron and Elder will be spawning pretty much at the same time, so curious what half of the map they choose to prioritize here.
Yeah, I think HH is going to have to do, like, get some picks or take a fight and hope to God they win it. Or that, I think it's going to be RAWR just picking up both those objectives again and ending the game if they don't get a fight here and end it.
Yeah, I mean, looks like we do have TPs available for the Warwick and Vex, so they could definitely look to join into those fights kind of late. Looks like the Irelia and Gangplank Teleport both still down for a little bit, but I think they should be spawning shortly after both of those objectives, so we'll see what happens, but I'm almost wondering if the angle here is to look for a double TP pick on this Irelia. I mean, you got some deep wards in the river there on bot side for HH. Maybe be able to catch her, but again,
Oh,
RAWR pushing down the mid lane.
is this going to be Aurelia dead or a Vec? Oh, nice
Oh,
Zanyas. There you go. That's big for HH here. Getting that Aurelia
yeah,
off the
that's
map. They got
huge.
to get out.
I mean, both these objectives up in a little over 30 seconds, and Irelia is dead for 45. Again, her TP will be coming up shortly after, but big damage from
Ooh.
the Gangplank.
We got the Jin Flash out of Leo all the fight coming here. Let's see what happens. Big Doki ult. That's going to be the Warwick down. Is Gwen coming
Okay,
next? They're trying to get that Jin. I think again,
Renata
Doki
alt
gets
miss,
Jin.
Yamumu.
Vex is going to be going down to the Gangplank here. Gwen barely making Gwen down. Renata, last one alive. This is going to be game.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, only it's the
Oh,
support left here. Looks like this should just be a kill, but not actually able to secure it. Leona may not die, not
ooh.
even close, baby. But either way, Nexus does seem to be going down here. Not sure that Renata's going to be able to do anything, but really good game. I mean, I think that was a really good game from RAWR.
Yeah, we got some GGs coming in chat.
All right. Game 1 in the books. Okay.
Big game for. I think that was a draft if. I really do. Because, I mean, you had HH looking for late game there, and RAR was all about the team fight. And I think RAR brought the team fight before HH could bring the late game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I really do think back to kind of that first dragon before some of those tools were available for RAWR, some of those big ultimates. Amumu sitting at level 4 while the Gwen was level 5 and really, kind of tanking that dragon for a good bit. So, I do feel like HH may have been able to get in there, and they kind of backed off of it. And it really seemed like once they gave that objective, then again, not that mountain drag ended the game by any means, but it really looked like RAWR just took control of all of the tempo after that.
Yeah. Especially after that, I want to say it was the third dragon fight too. I mean, I think HH came back a little bit. They're like trying to claw their way back here and there, but I think HH or RAR, like I think of the third dragon, they got a good team fight dragon kill and the fourth dragon. getting that ace through, getting the Fort Dragon and Baron. So I think, like I
Yeah,
said, the team fights is what really won it over for RAWR. Let's see how HH wants to respond. Are they going to keep letting him get that like a moo in there, or is that going to be a ban?
yeah, I'm pretty curious to see how these teams decide to approach draft. Again, I do think that there were a lot of tools for RAWR to play with, right? With all of that team fight engage, with the side lane pressure from the Gangplank and the Irelia plus Ashtar. So a lot of tools for RAWR to play the game. I think they played it very well, again, stacking those objectives early. Maybe a little bit of an overstep on that second Herald charge that we saw, but it's hard to call it an overstep when it did lead to the usage of a lot of ultimates on the side of HH that were then not available for the dragon fight right after. So overall, I think a really good game from RAWR. I think the thing for HH, really just lacking a bit of a front line and some real engage there. I mean, I think that they had interesting tools to kind of play around. But I think as soon as you fall behind and just not able to kind of disengage the side of RAWR, then the comp just kind of lacked damage. It felt like.
Yeah, I don't think that Gwen really got online and had some nasty Jin ults, but I don't think he could finish anything off. I've seen a couple of the final what was it Curtain's Call, I believe his alt landing, but um, I really just seen a lot more like nasty Doki alts there. I mean, he had some great lockdowns. I mean, that fight mid where they got under the tower, Doki got I want to say Jin, Renata, and Gwen alted, and um, I think that was a big that was I think it was the game ending because after that, I mean, I think they rushed it in mid, got that mid turret as well, and Hib, and they had all the gold and time in the world to do what they wanted on the map and come back and run it down HH.
Yeah. Um, so definitely a good game. I know we are in a lobby now for game two. Looks like we're still waiting on a good chunk of the players, so my guess is everyone is taking a couple-minute break right now, but we'll definitely pull up the draft link here in a minute when that's available. But
Oh, if you can give
overall,
me
a really good game, and excited to see if what side HH picks, if they want to snag that blue side instead. But then two, I'm really looking for HH to bounce back this game. I feel like they have the ability to do so. I feel like change a couple pieces on the draft, and they have some more kind of agency in their picks. But I'm really hoping that we get 3 games out of this one because that was a good game.
if you want to give me an invite to that lobby so I could
Yes.
I don't think I have Doki or the captain for HH.
There you go.
Thank you.
Looks like we got some more folks joining as well. I'm going to step away for 1 second to refill my water and use the restroom, but I'll be right back.
Sounds good. You guys are stuck with me now. Hopefully the music is okay. If it is too loud, yell at me. Just pulling up non-copyright songs. So we got Rise Up playing first. If you hear me singing, I apologize for my terrible voice. The only person that's ever heard me sing is the shower. Alright, go over to the spectating. See if we can get that link posted so I can get the draft up for you guys. Gotta watch what I'm doing. I want you guys to see my porn tabs.
That TOS.
Maybe what they see on the porn tab would be, yeah.
Unlucky. All right. Doesn't look like we've gotten a draft link yet.
Check the Discord.
Don't see it in Discord nor the league chat, but looks like we do have everyone loaded into the lobby. It appears as if HH is gonna stick to red side this game.
I do see Ched posted draft LO is broken at 9:14.
Nice. Okay. Well, we'll see what they do, and I don't think we were using the official draft screen anyways, so we can just follow whatever link they do. There's lots of other options.
Player of the week. Does anybody have any? I guess what would be the word I'm looking for? Suggestions? Do I just put in there all of us? Oh, all these guys are already there.
Everyone who played is the player of the week.
I got one. Here we go. Pirate Core Oregon. I don't know how back far stream is. I'm guessing that's where they are asking about my my porn popping up.
Okay, never mind. It's gone. Looks like they're asking each other who's making draft instead of making it. So I'm sure someone will figure that out.
Once we get that up, guys, we'll share the screen so you can watch who's drafting and playing on who. Doki running away again with that no flash.
Yeah, I mean, worked out. I think that he believes that flash is a crutch, and if you use it, you are weak. So I think that is a respectable outlook on life. So he's gonna keep doing it, it seems.
Yeah, after that game, I mean, you can't really blame him.
No, I mean, that Ignite, I think, did secure the first blood in that last game on the Vex, if I remember correctly. So you can talk all you want about not having flash for our flash in team fights, but if it gets first blood, then hard to argue with it.
Alrighty, I'm going to kick you guys over to the stream. Or kick you over to the draft. Let's see where we get going. I believe HH and RAWR said they're ready. Here we go.
All right, let's get into it. Let's see if there are any adjustments from the last draft. Okay, so the Lilia band coming out from the side of RAWR.
Looks like they're targeting Vivian with those jungle bands. Mal's Aatrox. Are they gonna ban a Mumu here? Or are they gonna let it through? Wow, I'm shocked that they're mid banning here.
Yeah, I mean, the Irelia did look pretty strong last game, but Doki, not a stranger to playing the same champ twice. Saw it last week with the Taric. Looks like we're seeing it here today. Of course, like we talked about last game, this is a potential flex pick, so RAWR known to throw some people off with things like that, but for now I think it's safe to assume it's going to Doki in the jungle.
Yeah, let's see what HH responds here, and they get, and then no Irelia ban either. I'm shocked to see that they're going to let Aurelia and Amumu, unless they pick it here. Shocked to see the Amumu Aurelia left open. Rek'Sai, ooh.
Yes, and I did see that this is one of Vivian's most played champs. I think second most played champ for the season behind the Skarner. Definitely providing some of that early game pressure, a little bit of damage and consistent CC. So I like the adjustment so far from HH.
Ooh, getting off the Jhin into Xayah. Will we see Rakan Xayah duo? Let's see where
Yeah,
RAWR
I mean,
ends with.
I think it could make a lot of sense here. I mean, we know that, one, we see the Amumu, right? And we know that RAWR kind of likes these full engaged team comps. Rek'Sai maybe a little bit more about going in. Xayah maybe a little bit more about kiting back. So we'll see how the rest of the draft plays out. But I do think a Rakan could make a lot of sense. Has that Buddy and Rek'Sai to kind of E2 to engage and then have the W still left on cooldown. And we see a Ziggs, which is pretty interesting here, I think, for RAWR, but a good counter to Xayah.
Still flexing up there. I mean, you got Ziggs mid or Ziggs bot. You go Mumu support, Mumu jungle. I think RAWR, like you said, they're just chilling here trying to maybe throw HH off their game a little bit again.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm curious to see what this third pick is. Obviously, a lot of magic damage coming out. Looks like they're going with more magic damage with the Gwen. So I'm curious if the Amumu will adjust his build. I believe he went Leandry's first last game, as we kind of predicted. So if so, triple AP on the side of RAWR right now. So we'll see if HH has something in mind to deal with that. Yeah, it looks like you called it there with the Rakan.
Nice. Get the lovers back. Because I think, do they still buff each other with all their abilities? Like Xayah
Yeah.
feathers?
Yep.
And I was reading some stuff. I didn't know they were taking that away or not. Leo ban. Ooh, they thought the Leo was a problem.
Yeah, and I mean, I think for good reason. The Leo did look pretty strong and provided him a lot of utility there, but curious what RAWR rounds their draft out with here. I mean, we have a lot of flex picks. I'm not sure if this is a Gwen top, or really all three of these champs could be flexed into multiple roles. So they definitely need AD, that is for sure, but they could get it from anywhere, really.
I think we're seeing a run it back like ban list from RAWR here. The more Aatrox.
Yeah, I think the same thing on the side of HH as well, with the Leona and Ivern. So maybe a little bit of an adjustment in how they're picking their champions, but feel like the bans are still the way to go. Not sure about the Ivern ban there.
Warwick again. We got a Warwick top against who knows what.
Yeah, an interesting blind pick. I mean, I think it makes sense to save the counter for mid here. But Warwick, maybe a little bit abusable. So we'll see if we see that Gangplank again. I mean, I feel like that was a good champ for the side of RAWR. Looked like he had a pretty fat HP bar running that grasp. Matchup seemed to go fine, had the early push, and scaled pretty well. So see if they go back to it.
Oh, we're getting a Shen. We're getting that. We're gonna get that 5 TP from RAWR. I mean, they got the Shen. Who knows if Doki's gonna run on a Mumu or Gwen if he's on Gwen. I mean, they've done it before.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility here. And really Shen, another champ that could go multiple roles. So I still don't think we really have a clear picture on what RAWR's draft looks like right now, and I think that might be throwing HH for a bit of a loop here, but looks like we got the Malphite.
Yeah, I don't. I can't. I'm guessing it's gonna be Ziggs. Someone bot lane, and then maybe Malphite mid with a Mumu in the jungle and Gwen top. This looks like it's gonna be an MR game for HH though.
Yeah, definitely should be an MR game here for sure. And we got the Caston, which I think makes a lot of sense here. I mean, able to give himself that magic shield. I believe his passive is still taking reduced % damage from magic damage, if I'm not mistaken. So like you were saying, I think Magic Resist makes sense here, and I think Cassinan is a good answer and does give them some pretty solid scaling as well. All right,
Pull this over, and once the game goes in, I'll swap us over to the end game screen.
perfect.
I'll leave you guys with Oni for some commentary here real quick while I grab some water and some stuff. So I'll be right
Sounds
back.
good. Okay, so overall, I mean, just looking at this draft here, I think RAWR definitely throwing HH for a bit of a loop with all of these flex champions. I'm still not 100% sure for RAWR who's going where. I mean, I assume it'll be the Ziggs playing ADC here against the Xayah. I think that that is a good counter with all of the range that Ziggs brings. Really just able to harass the Xayah without her being able to really do a whole lot to respond to it. In terms of support, I mean, we could see the Amumu or the Shen. I wouldn't be surprised if Doki is a fan of the Shen jungle, but we do see the Malphite locked in top lane here for the side of Roar. So it looks like we got Malphite going top. Gwen, again, could be going jungle as well. I don't really expect to see a Gwen mid, but we'll see what Doki actually locks in here.
Helps if I take my glass for water.
That helps. And Doki hovering the Shen there for a second, making him think about it. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if he was a Shen player. So did hover it there. Ultimately ends up locking in the Amumu for game 2 again. And it looks like we are getting a Gwen mid. So relatively similar playstyle champ to the Irelia that we saw last game. So seems like this might be kind of right up the RAWR mid laner's comfort zone. But overall, still, I do think in this game that HH getting a lot of value from this Kassadin. Gwen probably not really able to punish the Kassadin early, although could get some help from the Amumu. But yeah, I think Rek'Sai versus Amumu probably pretty favorable for the Rek'Sai in those early skirmishes. So I would expect HH to win those 2v2s if they do start breaking out mid. And we'll definitely be curious to see the Kassadin's build here. I mean, I know it's a mid laner. I know you're doing magic damage, but I would kind of want to see the Merc Treads come out from the Kassadin. Really able to kind of get out of those Shen taunts, out of the Amumu roots, or stuns rather, and then just all the magic damage in general. So overall, I think this is a nice adjustment from the side of HH. I think that they do have a lot more tools in their draft this game compared to last game. But curious what the chat thinks. So if you have a... Oh, and it looks like we had a lever. Shinobi DC. Unlucky.
Rip.
Big rip.
Definitely swapped up the water for some fall supplies. Got some... Forgot I had some caramel vodka with some apple cider.
I forgot this is the beer league, isn't it? Maybe I should grab a beer for this stream as well. Be right back.
Shen gonna cook the top lane matchup. See, we got 18 people watching the stream. Let's get some chatters.
I'm not sure if you saw the lane assignments, Rob, but it looked like we were gonna see a Malphite top. The Amumu is staying in the jungle. A Gwen mid. And then I guess Ziggs Shen bot lane.
Definitely a RAR special.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking about this a little bit, I know this is something that I played a few times with Wops, and he hates it. Uh, but I'm a big fan of River Shen support. You throw the Ziggs solo 1v2 in the bot lane, he can perma clear forever. Should be perfectly fine, although HH does have a lot of dive opportunities with that Rek'Sai, Rakan, Zaya, so could be a little difficult depending on how healthy Ziggs can stay. But really just moving that Ziggs around, or the Shen around all over the map in the early game, seeing if you can expend those early flashes. And I know that lane swaps are a thing, but I don't really know how they work. So curious if RAWR has something up their sleeves with that one.
Yeah. Like you said, a lot of mobility coming from HH. You know, you got the Kassadin ult, Rek'Sai tunnels, Warwick ult to jump away, and Qs and stuff, and his movement speed from people under certain HP. So are they going to be roaming the map more to this one, or is it going to be back to that mid lane going up and down, and Doki just ganking the crap out of everybody? Especially
Yeah,
now,
we'll have to see.
especially now you got the Shen. You got to worry about that Shen popping up out of nowhere and taunting you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I do think that Shen moving around the map here in the early game, if that Ziggs is able to stay healthy enough, which, I think theoretically he should be able to, just with his range against the Zaya. Again, if that Ziggs can live solo bot, then I think that provides a lot of value, just moving that Shen around the map early to kind of negate some of that early pressure from the Rek'Sai.
We're going to see in the chat for a second.
What was that? Sorry.
I was messing around in the chat. You said you're gonna leave real quick, right as I think kick back from the disconnect. I was like, oh, Tony went to go poop.
It's weird seeing the Twitch stream up on the side, and it's like delayed enough from what we're saying that it looks a little strange.
Yeah, that's what throws me for a loop because I'm like, ah, come on, chat, let's get some chatters in there. I see Tay coming in a lot. But like I said, by the time I see what they say and what they hear what we say, it's two different things too.
Yeah. But so Tay is Sunstreakers, correct?
Yes, that is Tay. BJJ is obviously
Wrath.
Wrath. Pup is Pup.
Okay. So yes, we are drinking Tay. I have not had anything to drink yet, but it is a beer league, so I've cracked open a nice Guinness. Excited for game 2. And who knows, if we end up going to game 3, maybe I'll open a second one.
Yeah, see if we do about like a beer drink per game.
Let's do a best of 13.
Yeah. All right, guys, the casters are trashed, so
All right, 145 left. So both to chat and to you, Rob. Who are we liking for this one?
I really like HH. I think RAWR is going to be memeing on this pick. I feel like he's going to get the Shen support, Gwen mid, full AP. I think they're going to be memeing a little bit on this one. I know they're probably going to play like it's a normal game, but I feel like running a team comp like that, I think HH counters with just magic resist, you know. And I think again, RAWR is going to have a huge like pick one person off team fights with the Mumu Q in and alt now fight alt. But I think if HH is tanky enough, if Kassadin goes grasp and they can keep Zaya safe, I think they win the fights, the team fights and everything. I think they get the better setup here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also leaning more towards HH here. I mean, the more that I kind of think about this draft, they have early tools to not get run over this game, I feel like. They have some insurance in the scaling from the Kassadin, and even the Zaya, I think, is pretty tough. I mean, the Ziggs is definitely going to be annoying for the Zaya, but I think Zaya kind of likes playing into the rest of these champions, so I think that she should be pretty strong in this game. Again, we talked about kind of having Rek'Sai as a dive buddy for the Rakan, being able to E to him um, for when they do want to engage. But yeah, I kind of feel like I'm interested to see what the builds are from the side of HH this game, because I do expect a lot of those magic resist items. Maybe we see, Wit's End on Zaya if she's going on hit, or maybe a Maw. Rek'Sai can definitely build Maw or Spirit Visage, and then same thing with Warwick. Could be seeing an on-hit Warwick angle with that Wit's End, or maybe more of the tank build with the Spirit Visage as well. So I'm definitely interested to see how this one plays out, but looks like we're in game.
Yeah, let's see if we get some early steezery. Are they going to be doing a level 1 5v5? Looks like they're both about to be matching up topside jungle again. I know HH last game set the bot side. They're blue.
And what time are you at? Can we sync up real quick?
I am at 40 seconds.
Okay, you are like a second ahead of me. I'll let you cast this if anything happens early, but
Rakan just walked into Malphite here. They got all of HH. It's gonna be a first blood for RAWR here.
yeah. Shen does use the flash and ignite there, and does secure the kill. So maybe not the best place for it to go, but I think that on the side of RAWR, you're fine with that.
Oh yeah, especially with Shen, being able to dash away with that taunt. Not having flash on him is not as bad as someone maybe from HH here.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm super interested to see what happens with this lane assignment now. They can see the Amumu starting towards that bot half, but Shen picks up the early boots plus the control ward, so without the flash, I feel like the 2v2 maybe not able to abuse that Zaya as easily without the Shen flash, so I was kind of hoping to see Shen moving around the map, but maybe we'll see some of that proactivity early.
I think you might get a
And
nasty message
I'm
from
a couple
Mops if
seconds
they do.
behind you. Would you mind pausing for a second and maybe we line up at like 2 minutes?
Alrighty, I am at 2 now.
Okay. Just let me know when to start.
Oh, I'm gonna go to 205, and let me know when you hit 205.
Now.
All right, there we go.
Cool.
Yeah, I think if we see a River Shen here, I think you're gonna get a nasty message from Wops, because I know I've been in some of those games and I know he fell in love with it.
Believe it or not, most ADCs don't want to be left alone for the first 15 minutes of the game, but that's their problem.
Looks like we got some trading going back and forth. Ooh, is Malphite gonna beat out the Warwick here?
I assume the Warwick can sustain through. Yeah, I mean, see a big chunk of healing there for Warwick, but Malphite getting some nice damage back onto him. Rakana is moving mid here. Curious if anything comes of this. Rakan or the Rek'Sai, same thing.
Ooh, no flash
Looks
on the
like
Gwen
this is
either.
good.
This might be a death. Is Mui
Yeah,
gonna go down
good
here?
knock up there by the Rakan. Looks like they're spacing it. Rek'Sai here in commits the flash, and this should be a free kill. Looks like they're giving it to the captain, which I think is the right choice.
Yeah, getting that scaling cast going in early is gonna be the play here. I think that was a nice roam by the Rakan. And Zaya playing it safe. Let me get the stats back up at scoreboard. Objective and nope. Where was it? Time controls. There we go.
Yeah, Shen missing a taunt here. So again, this bot wave is pushing into Zaya. She did just take a little bit of damage. Oh, actually knocks her back towards him. So big chunk on the Zaya.
Ooh, she gonna go down?
And almost kills. Has to pop an HP pot there. I think the lane was looking really good for the side of HH up until that point. I mean, the wave was pushing back, but I don't think that there's anything that they can do with this Rek'Sai down here.
No, it looks like Rek'Sai got a ward. He's going to be getting the river scuttle for bot side. Doki's still farming his jungle away. They look going to be pretty even CS wise. Rek'Sai going to be off the map. Are we going to see something happen top or mid lane here?
Yeah, I think that there might be an opportunity for top lane. I'm not sure if it's real or not. I mean, I think Warwick probably able to walk out with the ghost, especially with Doki having no flash. But looks like Doki's just gonna settle for that scuttle crab for now. And yeah, things seem to be pretty even. So looks like Zaya ultimately probably not going to be punished for that early trade. Although Ziggs is actually staying around for another wave, it looks like.
No, there he goes. Oh no. Oh, you might be like a second.
I'm sorry?
I think you're a second ahead of me. Hang on.
Oh, I'm also clicking around not using directed camera, so maybe I should stop doing that.
Oh, you're good. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just like popping up top.
Okay. Do you want me to pause for a second, or did you fast forward or something?
I fast forwarded for a second. Oh, we got a
Okay.
fight going up here top side. Is War gonna get killed? Nope. Malphite walks away. I think he's tired of the abuse finally backing.
Yeah, and it's Malphite, so he certainly
Ooh,
doesn't need as much farm. Oh, big trade here in the mid lane as well.
yeah.
Looks like Cassidy did opt for the electrocute, so a little more early damage over something like a fleet, but kind of interesting here. I'm surprised that HH is hitting this wave. I feel like it was pushing into the Cassidy. I'm surprised they didn't just let it keep pushing towards them.
Ooh, is gonna be a fight here? You got everybody getting together for Dragon. Are we gonna have an early team fight here?
Yeah, and Saldu taking a lot of damage in the top side as well, so definitely not able to TP down to look, but this drag is at 3k HP. Looks like RAWR does want to contest. Big damage from Ziggs there with the
Oh, the
Q.
ult coming from Malphite. He's getting that solo kill top lane.
It does
Saw's
get the solo kill. His bot fight is still going on. Gwen is the first to respond here. Lots of damage coming out. RAWR is pushing him out. Double flash is expended for both bot laners on the side of HH, and looks like RAWR able to secure the dragon here and suddenly find themselves at a 1.5k gold lead. So the solo kill top plus a one fight on the bot side. And Caston expending flash here too. Maybe a little afraid of that Ziggs.
yeah. I think Aurora played that really good there. They got vision. The dragon scene was at a good enough HP, and you just have Ziggs throwing bombs over here, nonstop. Was just poking out the dragon, hitting it Vivian, causing those guys to have to back away from it. And when they backed away, they caught the Gwen.
Yeah, I mean Ziggs had a huge Q at the start of that fight.
Ooh,
Hit two
Rakan being
folks.
caught out here. Is this gonna
Ooh.
be a death? Oh, he got lucky that Shen wasn't there.
Yeah, caught him right off of that reset. So really tough spot here for the HH bot lane now. I mean, they're 20 CS down. They're both without flash. Both half health or less. Ziggs, of course, a little low on the mana, so maybe they're both looking to reset again here soon. But this Zaya is being abused. I mean, Ziggs almost double the CS now.
Yeah. And especially they didn't get that back off, so they're going to be low health. It looks like Ziggs is going to be able to get it out of here. He does not have teleport, so he'll have to walk back in the lane.
Yeah, and I mean, it does look like that HH is securing the grubs, so they'll at least be able to kind of deny or guarantee that Roar's not going to end up with all 6 of them or anything like that. But if you're on the side of Roar, I mean, I think you have to be pretty content with where this game is at.
Yeah. Looking 3-1, drag early. Doki getting some vision in the jungle. There was a little skirmish mid lane. Looks like Gwen might have walked out of it just because of her passive healing. We got some movement going up top. Are they gonna get this Warwick again?
Yeah, I mean, looks like we do have the Rakan up here. Is spotted out by the Gwen, though, so they know that it's at least a 3v3. Warwick is a little low, but Casson pushing that mid wave, so curious if Gwen decides to just go back mid, and looks like she chooses the better of it.
I think Malphite, if he's going full... Oh, he's not going full AP. He could have dove under the tower. I was waiting to see it. I thought he was.
Yeah, I mean, Warwick does have a lot of healing available with the ult and the damage reduction, of course. Knowing that Rek'Sai Rakan also in the area,
There
providing
it
a couple...
is.
Oh, yep, there it is. The solo again.
That's what I was saying. Like, that Warwick's a little healthy. He shouldn't have stayed there.
Yeah, no TP. I think he's already leveled down. We'll need to see on the respawn, but maybe just felt a little trapped there. Maybe HH could have helped him out and at least gotten him a reset, but
We got some...
Malphite, 2 solo kills.
Yeah, almost taking out Vivian here. Full health walking away. Just those Qs are just slapping. You know, he isn't... that Dorn's ring, along with his Qs, are just smacking these guys pretty hard. We got Sawdude going mid for a second, maybe trying to help out... take over lane for Cassidon.
Yeah, we do see Caston and TP coming up soon, but Warwick actually kind of going in here.
Oh,
Still has
yep.
his ult, but Shen is here. Gwen able to pick up the kill and the taunt, and that is just huge for the side of RAWR. I mean, this game is really blown open now.
Yeah, you got that the bounty on Gwen, getting that double kill. That was a great movement by RAWR here.
Yeah, Gwen picking up a couple of plates here as well. You can see all of RAWR just sitting in HH's jungle. Really deep here, taking these wolves while Rek'Sai takes blue buff, and either or HH has no idea, or they're just not able to do anything about it. But could be a potential overstep here. Warwick is running mid again. Cassidy did TP top though, so probably just able to walk out here.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing a lane swap. Maybe put Warwick mid against the Gwen and Cassidy against the Malphite in hopes of ulting away before he ults.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Oh, okay. Decent trade here. But Gwen is able to ultimately to walk it out. Does have that teleport as well, so shouldn't miss any minions or anything like that. And we also have this dragon coming back up in 35 seconds, but this Warwick is just running at everyone and letting him know that he is there. Big damage from the Ziggs too.
Yeah, he's got a 20 CS lead against this Xayah. Ooh, are we going to get something here bot lane? We got Rek'Sai here. Low mana Ziggs. Is he going to be able to do something to this Xayah? She ults out of it. They get the snare. There you go.
Good ult.
Ooh, the Shen taunt.
Oh yeah, I mean that was a good Shen taunt. Looked like Rek'Sai did use the ult, but it looks like the ultimate is actually reset. Oh, and an ult mid by the Malphite, finding the Warwick, but a big fear, not able to cheese will him on the way out. So Warwick does live there, and no Malphite ult for this dragon now.
No Malphite ult. Looks like they got some trading going in. Full health Rek'Sai. He gets snared here, or we're going to have a fight. Oh, the ult. The Gwen with the walk around. Flash off of Rek'Sai. Okay. The ult coming from the Rakan.
It's a pretty solid disengage from HH, but Xayah and Warwick both on resets here. Looks like Cassidy does have kind of free push of this top lane, so they might be okay. And it actually looks like HH wants to trade 3 of these grubs for the dragon. So this dragon's pretty low. I feel like HH may not be able to take all of these in time, especially without the jungler, but they're able to get a couple of these that might be helpful.
Yeah. We got Gwen Shen mid. Looks like they're not pushing up there.
They might push this wave and then go look. I mean, there's still one grub at full HP, essentially another at 2k.
Here they come. This is going to be another team
almost
fight.
there. Malphite does have teleport here, but still no ult.
They got Doki up in the air.
Nice knock up.
They got Doki dead. Ooh, was that... I thought Cassidy was going to die from that. Warwick with a double kill. He chases the Shen down.
Yeah, and grubs. I mean, pretty good fight. It looks like it's maybe not over yet. Gwen's still trying to go in. A little discombobulated from the side of HH. It's a 3v2. I'm surprised they're not taking the fight.
Yeah, I think if Malphite has that all, I think they turn that fight completely around. They get that Rakan and Warwick, because Gwen does some damage. Warwick having to ghost out.
I agree. I mean, I think the Malphite ult in either that dragon fight or kind of that last fight there after Grubs would have been huge for the side of RAWR. Of course, Malphite using it on the Warwick in the mid lane and not able to find the kill. So big swing of tempo, I think, for the side of HH. I think RAWR still in a plenty solid spot in this game, still 1.5k gold lead and up 2-0 in drags, but a nice response from the side of HH to be able to secure all 6 of those grubs and kind of stabilize a bit.
Yeah, I think the plays here are going to be kind of try to shut this Gwen down because, I mean, the scaling champion having this big of a lead.
For sure, and we'll see what the itemization choices are. I mean, we have, some of these first items coming through for the side of HH now. We have the ROA and the Kraken available on the Xayah. We talked a lot about those magic resist items in the draft phase, so we could start seeing some of those. Maybe some Merc treads come through, maybe some other general MR items, but really curious to see if we see those come through second or more towards the third item.
Shocked to see we got Dark Seal on the Gwen and the Cassidy, and then the only Merc treads I see right now is on the Rakan. I'm shocked. You don't got Warwick rushing magic resist. He went with the Boots of Swiftness.
Yeah, a little surprised as well that we don't see it from the Warwick. Although, oh,
Ooh,
okay, we
we got
got a knock up here on the Malphite. Pretty tanky though, but looks like they might be able to kill. But he does ult out.
yeah. Let's say he's all out of there. Doki might be able to get this pickup. Nope. Oh,
Yeah, we
we
do
got
have the
that fight
Shen coming
top
through.
lane.
He does get through, but it's a little too late. So Zig's dead.
Bringing this Warwick back into the game. They push Doki off of that here. We get the fight going. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, double knock up.
Oh, we got that snare on Mui, but he does
Whoa.
turn it around, get the Warwick down and the Rek'Sai. He's still living. He's
Yeah.
still going. 1 HP.
Okay. That was pretty. I mean, that's really good for the side of HH. I think they really swung this tempo here. The Amumu ultimate very solid, and Gwen did so much damage there. In I think what was a 2v4 or something, but ultimately it was good by the Amumu and Gwen to trade back, but that Gwen shutdown did go over to the Kassadin, so that's kind of the guy I think that HH is looking for to be online here, and the fact that he gets that shutdown plus maybe this top tower. Really big for the Kassadin. Just looking at his gold, he is on 1900 gold right now. And might be able to, at least he'll pick up a couple components. Looks like no second item yet.
Yeah, and they got him 5 stacks on that Dark Seal, and then they just took a few from Gwen and her Dark Seal. Looks like Malphite might be going down here. You got the fight going bot lane. He's just too tanky. Zig's coming up in the back. He might be able to change the fight. Knocks him off.
Yeah, you got a
Malphite.
Shen around now, but all of a sudden
Oh,
Zaya's
Shen
here.
taunt.
We got the TP coming in from RAWR or from HH as well.
Good.
Looks like HH happy to just turn this around. Amumu on the top half of the map. Also dropping the Herald now, giving this Kassadin more gold, especially with the 6 grubs, and we have Dragon coming up in 30. So HH really fighting back.
Especially, dropping that bot lane. They're going to have to respond to this somehow. They're taking these 2 bot turrets.
Yeah, another bot turret. So again, Xayah not picking up any of that tower gold, but Kassadin really picking up a lot of gold here. He is still 500 gold behind the Gwen. Gwen is still very strong, but I think that's more representative of how strong Gwen is in this game as well.
Looks like they're
But
giving
both
up
of
the
these
dragon.
champions, mid laners online.
Yeah, looks like they're giving up the dragon to HH. Doki might be coming around, but
He's taking a look
TP
here, and we're
coming
getting
in.
the Gwen TP. A little surprised
Oh,
to
the
see this
Zig
and he missed the
steal!
smite. Malphite all over the top, plus the Amumu all, and it is a disaster for HH. Man.
Down 3 and dragon. That was a nice Ziggs Q to get the dragon. Doki come in with a Q ult. And then Malphite did follow up with a big ult. Just hurts HH.
Yeah, I think that the smite there from the Rek'Sai came through, and I think I saw 11 HP on the dragon. I'm curious to see what that ends up being, but very, very close smite in a very contested area, and Ziggs able to steal the dragon and put RAWR all of a sudden on 3-0 drags, able to pick up a bot tower here at the end of the play, and a huge team fight win as well after that dragon. So HH was looking great, but a big swing for the side of RAWR.
Yeah. I think, HH started to come claw their way back in, but they let not Doki. Well, Doki didn't land that nice Q, but I think they let RAWR get a play out on him. They got that pick that they've been keep trying to go for, and it's been working for them. RAWR keep doing what they're doing.
I'm interested to see how the next few minutes play out because, I feel like the difference between HH securing that dragon and not securing that dragon is very big. I mean, it opens up the possibility or the option to ignore that next dragon if they wanted to give their Kassadin and Xayah some more time to scale. Kassadin did pick up the Malignance here, so able to bounce around these team fights more, but really kind of forced the fight for this next Hextech Soul. I mean, do not want to give that over against a Ziggs and a Gwen with the amount of poke that they'll be able to lay down. So a big loss for sure.
Especially on that Kassadin, he lost all of his Darksteel stacks, and then you see Gwen over here at 10 of them now. So that Gwen is going to be pain.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's at 9,200 gold. Kassadin is second in gold with 7,500. So 1,800 gold richer than the next richest person in the game. She's very, very large. CS looking great. Most CS in the game at 143, plus these 7 kills, and a couple of towers to her name as well. So tough spot to play in, but again, still very playable from the side of HH. But curious to see how they look to set up over these next couple minutes.
Yeah, especially, again, the only thing we see is Merc Treads on the Rek'Sai. I'm not seeing a lot of magic resist coming from the side of HH.
Yeah, not quite yet. And I mean, the Merc Treads on the Rek'Sai, I think definitely makes sense. And I think where HH is feeling a bit conflicted right now is that they need their core items to be functioning champions. I mean, I think the ROA and the Malignance definitely necessary on the Kassadin. Xayah is still very early on into her first item, although she's sitting on 1,100 gold. But I feel like they just kind of feel like they can't build magic resist yet, and maybe that's fair, just not being at their second, third item. But this full AP comp, not being countered yet. Okay, and I mean, RAWR is grouping around the drag here. I mean, HH does have a ward on it. Warwick does have teleport as well. Same with Caston, who is taking a fresh reset. I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty good angle for HH, but we'll have to see how the fight plays out. Looks like no Zigzar here. Everything else is up. Gwen peeling off. Doki's still zoning for the time being. Not able to hit that Q. Does find an ult, though.
Ult. They got the Rakan.
Yeah, but this might be a good place to turn around. I mean, Warwick is still just pushing, so I guess ultimately they take him off the Baron.
Maybe they're gonna turn around, go straight for Baron, and then send the Malphite into the Warwick. Yeah, he got the back off. So it's gonna be a 2v4 here for Baron. Warwick did pick up that bot tower, but we're gonna have a fight here.
Yeah, and Xayah no ult here, so a little harder to play for sure, especially with that Ziggs poke, but the HP bars on the side of RAWR are kind of low, so I'd like to see HH posture here, especially with this Kassadin pick.
Yeah, you got to be careful. If he pops in there and lands a nice Q, it could be one triple kill for him.
Yeah, you have Rakan coming back with Flash ult as well, so looks like HH is peeling off.
RAWR's peeling off. Oh, ult in. Is that going to be Kassadin? He ult away. He might be able to walk this out. If they walk this out, they get out. Could it be a RAWR?
Captain does live for now, and look, Warwick's still pushing on the bot side, so all of a sudden bot inhib is down, they expend the Malphite ultimate, and it looks like Dragon's up, and HH will just take it.
Yeah, good play from HH to push them off. They only lost, 2 members? But you got, 2 towers and an inhib bot lane, and you got Warwick just sitting there taking the Hexagates back. And this is going to be a Dragon over in their favor. Good return play by HH here.
Huge return play for sure, and I think that they're right back in it now with this scaling, with the ability to hopefully build some of those MR items in a little bit. So again, it definitely sucks that they missed out on the last drag. I think that, being 10 minutes away from Assault, a pick here. We'll see what happens.
Oh, is he going to... Oh, the Mumuku. Oh, he's still going. This Rek'Sai.
That doesn't interrupt.
Yeah, that's what threw me through. Oh, they came in to help him, but the Doki ult. And the Shen TP. They're all, not TP.
The Rek'Sai does fall there, and it looks like they're pinging the Baron, so I'm curious if they can take this. I mean, jungler down, but it's only for 20 seconds, and Hex Gates are up for the side of Rek'Sai, plus just being a mobile champion. Rakan trying to get some vision here, and Baron is taking damage, but is a bit slow. Casting a no TP, though, on about half of the map.
Yeah, are we going to see... Looks like we got Gwen TPing into somewhere. It's going to be 5-man for the side of RAWR here. Is Warwick going to help fight, or is he going to go silent? Looks like he might be helping fight. Gwen caught the Xayah.
Yeah, doing a lot of damage, and Xayah looks like she might be able to walk it out.
Ult here, saves him. Gets that Warwick and the Kassadin down.
Yeah, so kind of same trade that we saw a little bit ago. I mean... HH loses 2 members, but did peel them off of Baron, but they're just restarting it now, and Rek'Sai is on the top half of the map, but this looks pretty hard to contest outside of just a smite steal. Let's see if he goes for it.
He gets in there. He got it! Nice steal by HH.
Okay. Huge smite, huge smite. After missing that drag smite, definitely take that. Keep the Baron off of Roar. That was awesome.
Yeah, he got it. So I think HH needs here to kind of huddle, lick their wounds, and get back on the map, get some vision. I see they do have a lot out right now, which is a good sign. So they can kind of rotate out a little bit. Maybe try to get that mid tower with that Baron buff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm curious how aggressive they decide to go with this Baron buff. I mean, it is on both bot laners for the side of HH, so should have some good pushing power here, but they may just opt to take some of the scaling option and just kind of chill until that dragon. So I am curious how aggressive they want to get here. Looks like they're peeling off that mid tower, which maybe I would have liked to see them push that a little bit more, at least get that one wave crash and hit a little bit with the Xayah, but we are seeing some of those MR items start to come through now for the side of HH as well. We see the Negatron on the side of Warwick, and Merc Treads for three of the members, but might be
Is
caught out
Sawman
here.
gonna be going? Yeah, Saw Dude's gonna be going down here to the Gwen. They need to shut this Gwen down. 10 stacks on that Dark Seal. She gets a Morla. Is it Morla? No. What item is that? Majaya Solstice. She gets that. I mean, it's just gonna make her hurt way more and more, especially stacking up with that Rabadon's.
Yeah, 3 items now with the Nashor's Riftmaker and Death Cap. Little unfortunate
Big
here.
knock-up
Big
from
engagement from Rakan. 4-man charm as well. Xayah ult coming through. Big root, but big stun, end of the knockup, and this might just be the game.
Yeah, Gwen is just too far gone. They did engage to get Doki, but that Gwen, I think, is just too gone. That was a 4v5, and they just aced. That might be game.
I mean, huge damage there from the Gwen. Just absolutely shredded everyone there. I mean, they were all lined up nice and easy from the Doki Amumu ult into the Kiwi Malphite ult. And then Gwen just max stack, queuing them and really just shredding all of their HP bars.
So it wasn't like that was a picture perfect engage from HH. It just I think they were too far behind to make that work. I mean, you couldn't get the Gwen down fast enough, and then Doki hit R and then Malphite, and it was over with Gwen just being able to free or smack all your whole team.
Yeah, and I think it's a little unfortunate too, like I called out, of maybe wanting the Xayah Rakan to push that mid wave while they still had a window with their Baron buff to hit that mid tower. It almost looked like a little bit of desperation where they recognized the play a little bit after. You saw the Warwick start pinging that wave after the Xayah Rakan had already walked away, and then walks up and starts hitting that tower. Xayah Rakan also start walking up to hit that tower, and then all of a sudden the window was gone, RAWR was there, and they punished for it.
Gwen just abusing Warwick up top and taking away from that Vivian jungle.
Yeah, I think it's pretty tough to play out from HH's perspective here. I mean, they do get the Malphite flash and Ziggs ult, which will not be available for Dragon now. It looks like Malphite also ulted as well, so a couple big cooldowns down. Gwen just shredding this Warwick. Surely he's not able to kill, right? Yeah,
Oh,
so...
Yeah, got the kill over to her. She's going to back with TP available. Who knows what she... Oh, she's going to keep it. She's going to keep the push going top lane. This might be a bad TP here. Ooh, he gets out of it.
Yeah, and I'm curious if the call is to keep pushing Gwen here. I think that RAWR has the full ability to do whatever they want. Okay, and I like the engage from Rakan, but Ziggs is able to get out. Amumu in the back line. Looks like he's taking some damage. Xayah uses her ult, but doesn't really dodge a lot with it, but does get those feathers down, but RAWR just seems like they're too far ahead. You still have super minions crashing in the base. Gwen is pushing top, taking that inhib, and it was still a one fight for the side of RAWR.
Yeah, I think like you said, they're too far ahead. They might have got Doki, but Doki kept their backline gone enough. Oh, is he going to get another one here? Oh, Doki kept their backline gone enough that, HH couldn't really get their carries into that fight, and I think that really showed. We got a fight going here. They can finally get this Malphite. Looks like they'll take him.
A little bit of an overstep, but I think that the TP call from the Malphite was maybe in hopes of ending the game there, which I think may have been possible if they were able to finish off a couple of those members from RAWR. The thing is, though, is that the Dragon is still up here, so I'd like to see HH maybe just run it back. Malphite's still down for 30 seconds with no ult, or I'm sorry, with no TP. So maybe they can still take this fight on a window. Warwick does have TP, is dealing with some of those minions. Dragon at 4,500, but it looks like Rek'Sai is a little focused on the Ziggs. So RAWR is able to secure it, but we do have the TP coming in.
Yeah. Gwen comes in. She's got that Majaya Soul Stealer, so she's just melting that Cassidon.
Wow.
Destroys the Cassidon. Zigzalt coming in,
Big
pour some
Ziggs all
more.
for the poke.
Doki with the roam. Is he going to end it here? That's 2. All you got left is the Warwick and the Zaya here. Malphite walking back on the map. 5 members up a
Yeah,
roar.
this is looking like game.
Bad spot to back. Warwick goes down. 4v5. Fully stacked dragons. I don't... Unless Zaya lands a weird alt combo. I think this is a RAWR 2-0.
Yeah, I think so. And there it is, just instantly killed. Zaya, the alt was not quite off of cooldown there yet. Didn't react with the flash. I don't think it would have mattered, but 2-0 for the side of RAWR. I mean, that was a really good game again. I think that one fight, I think it was on the 3rd dragon, was so big for RAWR and able to be able to, one, secure the 3rd dragon of the game off the steal from Ziggs, as well as get, I think it was 3 kills from that fight. So really huge fight for the side of RAWR there. And this Gwen, I mean, really did so much damage. Looking across the board here, 20 kills for the Gwen. 2nd place on her team was 3 kills, almost double the damage of anyone else in the game as well. So huge Gwen. I think HH played well in that game, but RAWR, really good performance tonight.
Yeah, I think getting those kills early, that double kill early on the Gwen. They didn't get her dead once mid, but then she came back around 3-1 with that double kill mid, and it just kind of started stacking up that the ring, and just kept stacking stacks on that, turning it into a Majaya Soul Stealer, and farming, just nonstop farming, poking everybody out, kicking everybody out. Like if HH wanted to start a fight, Gwen throws her ult, throws a couple scissors, and they're half health, if not more, having to back up and think about what they just decided to do.
Yeah, and I mean, I think HH did play well. They kind of swung the tempo there for a bit during the mid game, with kind of pushing RAWR off of Baron. They were able to secure the dragon from it. They were able to win a couple fights in that mid game. So they definitely swung the tempo back, and it looked like they might be able to scale. But I do think that losing that 3rd dragon, definitely a big punish there, where not being able to give that last dragon on the last fight there, because RAWR on the brink of soul, having to contest that Hextech soul, really did kind of force them into an awkward position where Gwen took so many of those towers topside, especially solo killing the Warwick from being so fed. But yeah, I mean, I think this was a good series, even though it was a 2-0.
Yeah, definitely shout out RAWR. I think their mid and Doki played really strong. Doki had some nasty, bandage tosses into ults that just, left Gwen like free roaming to do whatever she wanted, and with how fed and far gone she was, she just rip apart their team.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I think zooming out of, just this series, this brings the beer league standings into a very interesting